an average 7,000 graduates that will be trained. What problem we have today is because Army don't have the capacity, they don't have enough men. Civil defense don't have enough men. Police don't have enough men. And because there is no commission checking proliferation of arms bringing to the country, every nook and cranny of this nation has been flooded with light weapon and ammunition. Primary students carry guns now. But if we have this agency in place, one fundamental problem to be solved is the issue of graduate unemployment will be resolved significantly. Any agency that can employ an average of 7,000 to 10,000 graduates in each state of the federation today, and they are trained to cope this insecurity and pipeline vandalism all over the place, you find out that this place will no longer be what? Will no longer be a dumping ground for light weapon and ammunition. It is a problem before Nigeria. We Nigerians, we are the one to solve the problem. It is because we close our doors. Many graduates are roaming about the street. In fact, many of these people, they don't have hope in this country any longer. But by the passage of this bill, the youth of Nigeria, hope are reawakening. Because they are engaged to take part in solving the problem. I know many graduates, many youths in Nigeria will be ready to take part. Because there's not going to be bottlenecks on how they will be paid. We in the National Assembly, we have seen it as a silent and quick way to resolve the problem with security. In my local community, there are many boys, young boys, who turn to be 419 boys because they don't have job. They are the one who colluded with people doing this pipeline vandalization in the creek. If these people are now engaged as a federal worker under National Commission Against Proliferation of Arms and Ammunition, you will find out that this problem will sweep away on a gradual basis. That was I said. I say if Mr. President is able to sign this bill to law with accelerated assent in the next 6 months, this insecurity will be a thing of the past. That is what we who are in the National Assembly view, that this National Assembly has a lot of role to play to ensure that Mr. President of the nation owes us a duty of protection of life and properties. The man is not what? He's not a magician. He has been able to provide, National Assembly is able to provide all the needed appropriation for the security agencies to work, to employ a lot of Nigerian graduates to be in the army, to be in the air force, to be in the navy, to be in police, to be in civil defense, to be here. But the bottlenecks, the procedure of engaging these people don't come to play. Because you talk about federal character, principle of engagement, when there are appropriation, the head of service of the president will have to give them letter of approval before they can engage even 1 or 2 people. The civil service commission have to be engaged to take part in this process. The needed infrastructure and financial backing given by National Assembly to the request of Mr. President are not brought to play. But National Commission we are talking about is about private sector engagement in government. The infrastructure is already in place already. The people to be employed are already in place already. They only needed now to give the needed legislation that will enable them to swing into action. It's what National Assembly has put into place. We have passed the bill to law on 26 July 2022. Remain the asset of Mr. President to meet a final law that will enable them to swing into action. The bottlenecks, the procedure of government in engaging people will be overcome. And therefore, we need this here at this material point in time because National Commission Against Provision of Flight Arms and Ammunition, once assented to by Mr. President, the National Assembly believes that in the next 6 months, this insecurity will be a thing of the past because many Nigerian youths will wear the uniform, they will be trained for about 1 month, They have been training, and retraining over the years because of the legal backing that it requires. That they have gotten now.
Okay, sir. Distinguished sir. Yeah. You've said that the commission may not need appropriation from the government. Yeah. And that is a good news, talking about the dwindling revenue of the government. Yes. But in what ways will they generate their money?
You don't. You see, we don't need to. I am a legislator. Okay. And I believe I've read through. I don't need to disclose that to the Nigeria. But what I was saying is that we have read it. We have researched about it. There are many international donors. They have their list already. But what we are saying to Mr. President that the bill talks about chairman, chief executive. It is the president needs to be well guided, so that the right person who have the template to drive this agency should be appointed by Mr. President as well as the chief executive to drive it. If we just go and bring anybody to go and be the chief executive who doesn't have the template, then it will be business as usual. We are advising Mr. President at this particular point in time that the chief executive who had this template, who brought this bill to the National Assembly, should be given the opportunity to drive the agency for 5 years to achieve the needed objectives, so that you talk about whatever, somebody who is my brother who is going to go and be the agency who doesn't know what to do. The question is that the right people who have already formed the structure should be given opportunity by Mr. President to be the chief executive officer of this particular agency, and for Mr. President to sign this bill to law, to join the other 469 democratically elected representatives of the people in the legislature, for his to give his assent to our decision to establish National Commission against proliferation of light firearms and ammunition, so that this bill, once accepted by Mr. President, we assure him the next 6 months. These people just riding Okada to FCT to embarrass us, to threaten our nation. One Nigeria. We stand for one Nigeria. Those small rats cannot come and threaten us. Many Nigerians, you are also ready. If you are given the opportunity to be part of the people who secure this nation, Nigerian youths are ready under this National Commission. They have capacity to engage minimum of 7,000 to 10,000 youths in each of the 36 states of the including FCT. So if you multiply an average of 10,000 graduates times 37 states, that's about how much? 3.7 million graduates will be taken away from the seat of Nigerians who are roaming about, who are riding Okada here and they become a full-fledged National Commission, staff to come and check insecurity, to come and check pipeline vandalization. We are losing billions every day through pipeline vandalization. There are syndicates breaking our pipe, and they use tissues to break it. So if the youth is the one to monitor them now, and you know that it's going to be well paid, he will not be part of those who are sabotaging the effort of Mr. President of the nation. I so submit.
Thank you so much. Thank you.